videos, but this is the first kind of video in the order flow series. So to sum this up, we have two candles over here, a green candle and a red candle. What's super fascinating is that you have a green candle over here, but what was at the bottom of this green candle? Very, very fascinating. This would be the wick. And a lot of traders don't understand that there's a lot going on behind wicks. When you have a green candle and you have another candle that pushes higher, what's happening over here inside the wick? Well, inside the wick, you have a lot of aggressive sellers, and that's exactly what we had over here. We had a green candle, green body, but inside that we had aggressive sellers, and you can see that via the delta and therefore via the order flow. 433 for 262. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. So you had double the amount of aggressive sellers as you had aggressive buyers. So the truth is you'd have a demand zone over here. This would be a demand area, and you know that the demand area is supported by buyers because there's aggressive sellers that are failing to drive price higher. This is the absorption principle that we will be going over in later videos and tutorials. Then we had the same thing over here. We had 288 for 0. So we had a ton of aggressive selling, but no reward. This tells us that there's passive buyers sitting inside this level. Right, so again, quickly going over this trade over here. This was a long trade taken recently. Fantastic. I think this was a 1-to-3 or 1-to-5 risk reward. Notice how we had a lot of aggressive sellers coming in, aggressive sellers. The aggressive sellers failed, and we also had 94 for 0. Now, 94 for 0 means that the auction was wiped out. There were no aggressive buyers and price still moved up. This is a very strong confirmation that there are more passive buyers than there are aggressive sellers. And that is the only thing I use to validate every fair value gap inside of the ES or the NQ market, right? So this is kind of the first of the order flow series, and I hope you all enjoyed it and are looking forward to part 2.